Naruto, after a long life as Hokage, got a second chance with full memory of everything still to come. He wakes up 8 years old again, every memory still intact. Pain, Akatsuki, the entire war. He remembers every outcome. The only question is where to start fixing it. He knows exactly what's coming. He's just not doing it loud this time. Every night he trains alone, knowing exactly where to go, but his body isn't ready yet for what his mind already knows. Iruka notices it first. This Naruto is calmer, more serious, like he aged overnight. The graduation exam that broke so many kids is just a formality for him now. Team 7 comes together just like always, except this time, Kakashi can tell something about this kid doesn't add up. For the first time, Sakura looks at him differently, but a guy who's already lived this once just doesn't care anymore. The bell test was supposed to teach a lesson about teamwork. Naruto already learned it years ago. The Wave Country mission was supposed to be a simple escort. Naruto knows it won't be. Zabuza shows up exactly where he was supposed to, but this time, they're already waiting for him. Instead of fighting, Naruto just talks to him. He already knows who's under that mask and why. Haku's never met anyone who understood his purpose without a single word of explanation. Now he has. Naruto offers something Gato never would: freedom instead of being used. Gato quickly realizes his hired blades just stopped being his. Zabuza and Haku deal with the man who kept them on a leash themselves. They don't stay. They just walk their own path, but alive, and that's already not what Canon had. Sasuke doesn't say anything, but he starts watching his teammate a lot more closely. They come home with 2 allies alive instead of 2 bodies, the first proof that things are actually changing. The Chunin exams start exactly the way they always do, but Naruto already knows every trap ahead. The first part is an exam built on cheating and deception. Naruto just knows all the answers. Ahead lies the forest of death, and somewhere in it, Orochimo has already chosen his target. Orochimo looks at Sasuke the same way he always does, like a future vessel. He doesn't know he's already expected. In canon, Orochimo caught them off guard. This time, Naruto's already standing in his way. For the first time in a while, Orochimo isn't looking at Sasuke. He's looking at the one he never used to notice. Years of secret training finally pay off. This is not what Orochimo expected from a Genin. Orochimo pulls back, not out of fear, but because now he has a more interesting question than just Sasuke. For once, Sasuke doesn't know what to say. The one he always saw as beneath him just shielded him. There will be no curse mark, and that changes a lot more than just the outcome of one fight.
They reach the tower intact, without a single scar or Orochimaru left behind in canon. Everyone who made it gathers in one hall. The preliminary matches are about to begin. The fight against Kiba, which used to take him everything he had, now takes him just seconds. Kakashi watches this fight and realizes this isn't the same student he took on as a team. Both of them move on. The final round is set for a month away, time Naruto plans to use down to the last minute. A month before the finals, and he trains like he knows what's coming, because he does. In canon, Jiraiya found him by chance. This time, Naruto finds him first. Jiraiya can't put it into words, but something about this kid feels a lot older than his years. The Rasengan, a technique that took him months last time. This time, it takes just a few days. The finals put him against Neji, and this time the fight goes very differently than before. Neji strikes with the same precision as always, but this time he's dealing with 10 opponents, not 1. Neji still believes fate already decided everything. He's about to learn it hasn't. A technique he wasn't supposed to reveal to the world for months, he uses right here. The strike ends the fight, but under control. Naruto's not here to break anyone he can just beat. He offers a hand, not because he has to, but because he remembers who Neji becomes if given the chance. Sasuke shows up on time, no last-second drama, no training montage excuse. This fight, Naruto decides not to touch. Some things are meant to stay the same. Gaira breaks down exactly like he always does. Some shadows from the past can't be fixed by someone else's hands. While the whole stadium watches the fight, the signal for invasion is already about to sound. Naruto already knows what's coming. The only question is how many people he can save this time. The disguise drops. The invasion begins at the exact moment Naruto remembers by heart. In canon, Naruto was far away when it all started. This time, he's already standing next to the old man. While everyone watches the fight above, he's using clones to get people below to safety. Teacher versus student. This is a fight Naruto can't stop, only try to change its cost. He knows exactly how this ends, and for once, there's nothing he can do about it. Some sacrifices are unavoidable even when you remember every detail in advance. That night, he speaks to what's sealed inside him for the first time, not as an enemy, but as someone who understands. Kurama doesn't trust him. Why would he? But something something about the way Naruto's talking sounds different than usual. He couldn't change this outcome, but he remembers there's still a lot ahead he can save. Next comes Akatsuki, and this time he's not waiting for them to make the first move.
They set out on a 2.5-year journey. In canon, it was the time of growing up. This time, it's time to prepare for war. Every evening, he tries again. Kurama doesn't answer yet, but he's not pushing him away like before either. Kurama's never met a Jinchuriki who came just to talk. Not for power, just to talk. Naruto tells Jiraiya more than he probably should, but not enough to give himself away completely. Jiraiya doesn't understand how the kid knows so much, but every detail he checks turns out to be true. Instead of chance encounters, they start hunting themselves with exact knowledge of where to look. The next step, a technique that nearly cost him his arm last time. This time, he's preparing for it in advance. More than 2 years pass. The boy who left the village is long gone. For the first time, Kurama moves closer. Not because he trusts him, because he's curious now. This isn't the main headquarters, but this is where the first real leads to its exact location should be. No ambush waiting for them here, just a direct strike first before they get struck instead. Inside, empty. Too empty for a place that's supposed to be active. Not quite empty. One of Pain's paths was already waiting for them. The fight is short and brutal. This path of Pain doesn't retreat, but he doesn't get the chance to call the others either. On the map, Amagakure, the village hidden in rain, the real headquarters Jiraiya couldn't find for years. Before going any further, Jiraiya stops him. There's still one more thing he needs to learn. Nature chakra doesn't forgive rushing. One wrong move and he could turn to stone forever. What took him weeks of failure last time takes him 3 tries this time. The road to rain runs straight through territory Akatsuki's been hunting Jinchuriki in for years. And there they are, Itachi and Kisame, standing right in the path this time couldn't avoid. Itachi doesn't waste time talking. His eyes are already the attack. A regular genin would have stayed trapped in that illusion for a long time, but with heightened senses, he spots the crack immediately. Kisame doesn't hold back. The whole clearing is about to go underwater. With Sage Mode on his side, the fight goes a lot more evenly than it should. Itachi signals to pull back, not because they're losing, because he's seen enough. Before disappearing, Itachi looks at him one more time, like he's trying to understand something he can't quite explain. For the first time in the organization's history, 2 of its members retreat on their own. Ahead lies Rain, a city where the sun hasn't shown up in years. The rain here never stops. Not for a minute, not for a second. The deeper they go, the quieter it gets. Too quiet for a village that's supposed to have people in it.
They've already been spotted. Whoever it is just hasn't decided what to do about it yet. She doesn't attack right away. She just stands in the way and silently waits to see what they'll say. Jiraiya recognizes her instantly. One of the 3 kids he once trained, right here. But that doesn't matter to her. Teacher or not, he's here to find their leader now. Naruto does something Conan definitely didn't expect. He just starts talking to her. He's not asking her to betray her own. He's just asking, does this have to end in bloodshed? For the first time in a long while, she doesn't know how to answer. Before she can answer, the one who actually makes the decisions here shows up behind her. There he is, the one whose killing of Jiraiya Naruto remembers better than anything else. Pain looks at him the same way he'd look at any Jinchuriki. He doesn't realize yet, this one's different. He didn't come here to fight. He came to say something he learned too late last time. Pain listens, but his philosophy of pain doesn't change from one conversation in the rain. The conversation's over. Pain decides to show his truth a different way. With Sage Mode, he sees this technique coming a split second before it hits. Jiraiya joins in right after. Together with Naruto, Pain finally has real opposition for the first time in a while. This fight is a lot more even than last time, but Pain's still far from out of options. One path isn't everything he's got. There are more. They're surrounded, but for the first time, Naruto knows exactly what he's dealing with. Conan watches the fight from above, and for the first time, she doesn't know whose side she wants to be on. One hand sign, and another opponent enters the fight, except this one isn't human. The technique he's been training for months, now or never. But this path doesn't just block attacks, it devours them. He remembers, this path can absorb almost anything, except Senjutsu Chakra. Senjutsu Chakra, the one thing this path can't digest, and now it costs him everything. One path goes down for good. There are fewer and fewer left. While Naruto handles one path, Jiraiya takes on the summoned creature entirely. Pain doesn't say anything, but for the first time in a while, he's losing more than he planned. Conan comes down. Even she doesn't fully understand what she's about to do next. No one's defeated, no one's surrendered, just a fragile pause between